Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Down the Rabbit Hole News. I'm the Rabbit. There's a reason why Liam's father is really pushing for an investigation in Argentina. And the Argentinian authorities have complied. What I find so interesting, and it was actually disclosed on the Socios del Espectáculo, this Argentinian network on YouTube, they disclosed the fact that after Liam's fall, that the hotel restaurant immediately closed and that it hasn't opened since. And that the hotel was well aware that there was something going on with the worker at the restaurant. Well, it turns out the hotel worker from the restaurant is actually the person that they're looking into. Allegedly, it's been said that he's a known dealer and that, he had this dealing side hustle in addition to his job at the restaurant. Let's watch a little bit of this and I will do my best to translate. Please note that there are different dialects in Spanish, so you're not going to get the full translation, okay?
Sí, hay una persona que fue señalada y que fue apartada por parte de los jefes del hotel. Es una persona que, si no entiendo mal, trabajaba en el restaurante. Ustedes saben que...
So here this reporter says that hotel management, somebody was signaled to law enforcement as a person of possible interest to have given Liam some type of a substance, okay? And is one of the employees that's being investigated, of course, but also somebody that worked at the restaurant. And the restaurant has not been open since what happened to Liam. Let's keep watching.
Este hotel tiene un restaurante que está acá al lado. Mira, seguime, perro. Este es el restaurante, no volvió a abrir nunca más. La persona a la que apartaron de sus funciones trabajaba en este lugar, en Sacro. Y es a la que se señala como quien le diera los estupefacientes.
O la que el hotel sabía.
So here the reporter is saying that the restaurant hasn't opened since, and the person that was running the restaurant is essentially the restaurant is the employee there and the dealer. And essentially the reporter on the other side is asking her, so did the hotel know about this dealer or this person supplying Liam drugs?
Que consumió Payne. Sí, el hotel sabía.
And she responds, yes, the hotel was well aware. This is the restaurant, is right next to the hotel, literally right next door. So it is connected to the hotel restaurant. A lot has come out in the last couple of days about Liam. Of course, we know that through this network, Socios del Espectáculo, they were the ones that said that CCTV footage of Liam and the fall. It's also been alleged that the Dove soapbox contained substances, and this is where Liam was potentially receiving substances. What I can't really wrap my head around is how many times Liam went from the room to the lobby to the room to the lobby, as many witnesses had seen that, and how security or hotel staff were helping him up and down. It was almost like they were trying to keep him in the room, right? And he had been staying there for a couple of days. Now, there's also the narrative of that's recently come out about how Liam relapsed and had OD'd at least 2 times. This was just recently dropped yesterday. There's also more information coming about how Liam had filed papers to resign as a director of his 4 music firms on the day of his death. And as documents show the value of these businesses. You have Liam Payne's posthumous single that is set to be dropping this week. There's this trending thing happening right now with, the media promotion of that, which a lot of us are trying to figure out, well, okay, like, can we get some answers about what happened to him? And there have been multiple reports of what was in his preliminary autopsy report. ABC News, TMZ reported that a cocktail of drugs called pink cocaine containing methamphetamine, ketamine, and MDMA had been found during a partial autopsy, along with crack cocaine and benzodiazepine. Both outlets cited as anonymous sources familiar with the preliminary test. So we don't have anybody directly connected to the test making these allegations, but we have outlets speaking up about these tests. The Associated Press reported that in an anonymous official had said that the preliminary toxicology report suggested evidence of exposure to cocaine, but stressing that these initial results don't offer an accurate reading of how much was circulating in his blood when he died. The final toxicology reports are not expected to be made public for some weeks now. So here's the deal with there's this promotion of this like single that is supposed to drop this week, okay? And unfortunately, and it happened with Selena Quintanilla too, right? That celebrities are valued higher in death than they are in life. And it's so crazy to me that we're not really seeing the powers that be behind this to a certain degree, right? Who's going to make money off of his single? Who's making money off of his single? What are the powers that be? What did he sign before his death? That's the biggest question. And his father is asking for an investigation of his son's death. He's not accepting the fact that he just fell. And I don't think that any of us should be accepting that as well. Not until there's a complete toxicology report with actual authorities speaking from behind it, right? Like we need to know that. And a review of his financials would be important. It just seems to me that there's so many moving parts, and it is so easy to say, well, he's OD'd twice, he has a problem and a pattern of drug use. Just because you have a pattern of drug use doesn't mean that you're trying to end your life. He could have been going through a really rough time at that moment. I don't take that away from that argument. But we don't know, but we see what the media is pushing on this single that's, and it's going to sell. But I want to know who's going to be making the money. Who is making the money? Because in life, Liam was struggling. It's been said he wanted to turn his life around, and he was trying to. Okay. Whether in his relationships, I mean, the guy had a son. He had something to live for. But then there's this narrative being pushed of like, well, he OD'd twice and he did. He could have, and he came back. Doesn't mean that this is what he wanted to do with this life. We don't know. And I don't know if you guys have seen recent videos. Allegedly, there's a video out there. I don't know if this has been confirmed that it's Liam's dad, but there is a man that is essentially going to the balcony, to the rail, and he's basically leaning back to see just like how his son could have fallen over. And I'm watching this video of him doing that, just to lean against it. And it's a bit haunting because it's like, well, wait a minute. I don't know how tall Liam's dad is, but the thing is like right at his like back, it's not lower back. It wasn't very, very low of a balcony area. What happened to Liam? What does the CCTV, and if it exists, what does the CCTV show us? And we can recognize that he was struggling with substance abuse. I mean, he even said it, a couple years ago. He admitted to that. But that doesn't automatically mean that he was done with his life. That doesn't mean that he wanted to end it all. No, something is not making sense. And now you have people pushing the single, the this, when it sounds like he was also signing paperwork to end a lot of this, like, music industry stuff. At least his connection to it. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm just giving commentary. I'm a little channel right here giving commentary about what seems odd to me. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.